Hey guys, so lots of you have been asking me about the toilet roll seedling application, and the reason that we use toilet rolls, one, they're free, two, when you break everything up to plant it in the ground, you don't have to remove your little plant seedlings from these guys because they will compost in the ground. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Toilet roll. Make sure you use the right amount of toilet paper. Don't rush to go and get it. I'm sure you can get free toilet rolls. So you can see, if the camera comes closer, you can see I've basically just taken a whole bunch of toilet rolls, put them together, use a big lacquer band. You don't want anything too loose because if you do, it's going to pretty much crush the toilet rolls. And you take it around. It might not crush them now, but when you start watering these every day, it will crush them if the lacquer band's too tight. So once I've done that, I get some seedling mix, and I'm literally going to fill it up about 2/3 of the way, because seedlings don't go super deep. I believe the ratio for seedlings is double of the actual seed itself. I mean, that's what we did, and that seems to work fine. So you put the seedling mix in, and the seed raising mix is really good because it's got a little bit of extra stuff in there so that it encourages them to actually sprout. And while I'm filling that up, I'm going to show you, I took some seeds. These are spaghetti squash seeds, you can see them there. I took them out of our spaghetti squash, clean them, because if you don't clean them they'll go moldy, and then put them in a place to dry, and then put them in I just put them in a paper bag, and they've actually lasted through the year. And then what I've done to get them germinating a lot quicker, just means that they sprout quicker, I've put them in water and just let them soak overnight for 24 hours. I generally pick the ones that are a little bit more plump. I don't necessarily think it makes any bloody difference, but because they are a bit plump, I assume that they've got more power in there to sprout. So now that you've done that, you then poke a little hole in there, and again about the depth of 2 of the seeds, and you pop the seed in. Matt and I had a discussion about whether it actually makes a difference, but I didn't really put them in any particular way. They seem to find their way up, but apparently if you point the point of the seed up, it helps. This obviously will make no bloody difference if you're planting something like tomato seeds or chamomile, which we have inside. Anything that's really small, just pop it in there. And you don't actually really need to make a hole for any seeds that are small. You just need to place it on top of the dirt and then sprinkle dirt on top. So once I've done that, I cover them over a little bit. I might actually get some more seedling mix, sprinkle it on top. You don't want to pack it down, because if you pack it down, the little sprouts will not find their way up. So that is done. Now that we've done that, the most important part is the watering, but also finding a nice home for these seedlings. So we have used a plastic bottle. It's the only plastic bottle that we own, and the reason being is because it's 10 times easier than using a watering can. We punched some holes in the top, and you literally just go like this, because you don't want to disturb the seeds too much. And you're supposed to do that pretty much every day. You don't want the soil to go dry, but you also don't want it to stay super soggy and moist. Most important part is finding it a home. So we place ours, and we literally got rid of a chair for this. We place ours inside because you can control the climate in there. And you can see this little spot here, it gets the morning sun, but it's shaded by the pergola, so it's not going to get that direct, like, blaring heat which would burn the leaves, but it's also nice and warm in here at the same time. Don't make the mistake that I made, which was pick the whole bundle up and all the soil fell through the bottom. Very bad idea. Place it in a sunny spot. You can see these ones that we have done previously, and I've actually labeled them with just masking tape. It just means that when you want to plant them, you actually know what you're planting. And you're probably saying, oh, but you you dropped the last lot, so what if you picked up this lot? Well, the good thing is you can see, if you're careful, that all the roots have started binding the bottom of the soil. And when you take it apart, as long as you're careful and you just go to put your hand underneath, it'll be fine. You'll be able to plant them and it won't drop out the bottom. So yeah, give it a try. Pick the vegetables for spring and summer that are probably the least amount of care. I suggest pumpkins, butternut pumpkins, spaghetti squash. Another one is capsicum and zucchini will be coming up soon as well. They're good fun, which we really desperately need to plant soon. So any questions, let me know.